Okay, so we could use this to deal a shed load of damage. It'd be 35 damage right now, but our axe already deals so much damage that I think we would overall be dealing less. Also, we should like eat and stuff. All right, we got max AP by 1, which is huge. 4 extra magic weapon damage. So we gotta do math, right? So this is 4 extra damage on our weapon, but 1 AP lets us cast my Parmesan spell, or my AoE 1 extra time, so AP is incredibly, incredibly valuable. Yeah, it's looking like we're gonna eat the Blints. Turns out it was stuffed with gunpowder. Yow. All right, and potion-wise... Increase max AP by 1 and the damage of your magical weapon attacks by 3. I love that this just doesn't even tell us. It's just like, no, you're gonna drink it and turn into the Hulk or something. I honestly think we're gonna do the Hex Rock powder. We're doing cocaine, chat. We inhale it. You release the powder into the air near your nose and inhale as much of it as you can before the rest drifts away. Wow. Vibrating sinuses. All right, let's loot the place. That's a gator skin right there. Or the fire rain, yes. That egg is busted. We'll leave this clearing. Okay, I guess that's everything. Or unfortunate mailman. Share the drugs with chat? No. My drugs. I'd share them with you, Val, but I don't know. I don't think we would need drugs to have a good time together. As you pick your way through the muck of the swamp, you encounter one of those newfangled diagonal half boxcars. Wait a minute. There's no such thing as a diagonal half boxcar. It's just a regular boxcar half sunk into the swamp. All right. All right. It is living up to its name here. It looks very dangerous. We climb in anyways. Poetry books are full of slant rhymes. Everything is predictably fallen off of this table. This would fail railroad safety inspection for at least 2 reasons. You're perplexed by the hobo's decision to sleep with his head pointing downhill. The diagonal hobo, but I suppose from your perspective, he looks normal. Let's talk to him. Oh my god, all of the text is italicized. Because it's on a slant. That's clever, but also goddamn it. Hi, sorry, I didn't know anyone was living here. I suppose I should stop being surprised by that. That's quite all right. I'm Pepperidge Dolphin. Welcome to my humble abode. Thanks, I'm Swell McSwellington. Nice boxcar you've got here, apart from it being a little steep. Steep? Oh, yes. Oh, you know I've grown so accustomed to the tilt I hardly notice anymore. Apart from when I went to play marbles. The game must be really going downhill. Yes, quite. Let's ask him some questions. Your accent is different from most hobos I've met. Well, my family's from old money, you see. How old? Old enough it all turned to dust. All that remains is a rambling old manor house I can't afford to maintain. So I decided this would be a splendid opportunity to expand my horizons. Horizon is typically a bit more level. Why are you living in a boxcar in a swamp? Well, to be honest, it's been difficult to part with the old estate. This is as far as I've been able to get before the homesickness becomes overwhelming. Aw, how bittersweet. Indeed. I wonder, could you spare the time to help me? I could be done with this place if I had the proper souvenir, specifically my father's collection of antique padlocks. And you can't get them yourself because of the memories? It's more a lack of memories. I've forgotten where the keys are. Sure, I'll help you. Thank you. There are 11 locks altogether. Except they won't actually be all together, will they? I'm afraid not, no. Here, I'll mark the location of the house on your... Is this a sponge? There's also something I should tell you about the house. Oh good, here it comes. I just wanted to let you know that there aren't any ghosts haunting the property. There aren't any? That's correct, not a one. My family never suffered any violent or traumatic deaths. This is something you felt you had to warn me about? Not really a warning as such, I just thought you might like to know. Ah, well, okay, thanks. I'll be back with your 11 padlocks. This is gonna be a pain in the ass, I know it. What an unsettling life he needs, nothing but dangles. Jesus Christ. Well, that's something you don't see every day. A big haunch of raw meat hanging from a tree branch in the middle of a swamp. Or at least, I don't see that every day. Maybe you spend more time in swamps than I do. Anyway, not wanting to let a perfectly good hunch go to waste, you approach it, and with a cartoonish sproing, you and Alphonse find yourself trapped in a big net hanging from a tree. Well, dang it! We tear ourselves loose. Fortunately, the net is shoddily constructed. It's just made of vines, and heck, if you're gonna let some stupid vines get the better of you. After a short struggle, you manage to tear the net open, and you and Alphonse drop free and escape with the goods. We got a swamp haunch. A slab of bone-in flesh from some animal too distasteful to even mention, let alone eat. These guys seem focused on their meal, their after-meal hygiene, and their after-hygiene rest, respectively. Somebody's old campsite and it looks trashed. We investigate. Amidst all the garbage strewn about, you find a shiny 7/8" combination wrench with CW printed on the sign. You got an item, Charles's wrench. That's strange. Obviously this belongs to Charles, but he doesn't seem the kind of guy who'd lose one of his tools carelessly, nor the kind of guy who'd leave trash around his campsite. You look around more carefully and discover weird tracks in the mud. Big, clawed by pedal tracks, maybe a gator man? And there's a spot where some kind of scuffle clearly took place. Ah, jeez, well that tears it. Charles must have gotten kidnapped by gator men. Maybe he dropped the wrench on purpose to attract your attention. Hopefully you can find him soon. Alright, well let's fight these guys. Ow. Okay, 17 damage, that's pretty chunky. Okay, so do you guys have like any... What's irritable? Target increases all of its stats by 3 every time it's damaged. Ooh. Okay, so that right there is an anti-Stilton ability. Because that'll give it plus 18 damage. But at the same time, how much damage does... I think we're okay. We're gonna be able to kill it. Ought to throw a wrench into the plans of his kidnappers. Ha ha ha! Okay, and then we axe murder it. There we go. Problem solved. Very easy. And then we'll just AoE these guys with some spooky damage. We got a gator stick, chat. Deal your muscle plus 5 in stench damage, and a swamp mushroom that we don't know what it does. It's not too late to turn tail and run. We're gonna turn their tails into dust. Bask in my aroma. So this one shielded itself, but our stank ability broke its shield, so that's nice. Gatorman Rottooth intends to belch on swell. There's also a Weed Lord, which intends to whip Leonardo with a vampiric vine, stealing 11 hit points, so that thing is totally 100% baked. Swamp mushroom, definitely edible. Exactly, you can eat anything once. Okay. Now, let's axe murder. I'm gonna kill this one. You're not gonna be able to actually deal enough damage to kill anybody, so just Shadow Tongue them. Filthy 5. I'm curious what that actually does. God almighty. I mean, there's certainly some damage coming in here. A Weed Lord Fetish. Steal HP from an opponent equal to your muscle. A drippy little totem woven from swamp weeds. Gator Punch. And Leonardo continuing to thicken up. And we have 100 experience points. Do we get the last ability? Yeah, okay, fine. There, now we've unlocked all of our class abilities. And all of our basic skills, anyways. Now, we got any more of these chuckle fucks? No, we do not. Alright, backtracking. Let's see what's in here. Is that a ghost? Oh, there's a head floating there. Interesting. I'm more interested in this. Unlike most of the hanging sacks of gore in this place, this one is swarming with flies. Let's look at the ghost. While this is hardly the strangest thing you've ever seen over the last few days, it's definitely pretty weird. It looks like a ghostly man, most obviously his head, but you can just barely make out his body if you squint. You reach out to touch him, but your hand passes through. He doesn't respond to any attempt to get his attention, but instead he seems focused on something you can't see to the left of that disgusting fly-colored meat hook. After a few minutes, the novelty wears off, so you get on about your business. Okay. Odd, nothing should grow here. The Gator Man put their rocks when they're done playing with them. Like magpies and shiny objects, gators are compelled to hoard all of Grandfather's items. Grandfather's chair, Grandfather's disgusting bird bath, we search it. Oh god, we find Grandfather's teeth for Grandfather's mouth. Grandfather's bags, 47 meat. Apparently the creatures have no need of money. You wonder how they can afford the rent on this place. Mood. I'm curious what that flashing is. Like, I've noticed that the screen keeps flashing, and it's something, but I have no idea what it actually is. Well, this is unfortunate. I've been thrilled by the strange obelisk to notice us, except for this one. Prefers books to strange obelisks. Fascinating. You think Alphonse can see a ghostly version of you just like you can see the one of him, but you can't otherwise interact. Oh, no, I'm gonna go to that other house, because that ghost was looking at something to the left. A short and stubby finger of an eldritch energy. We touch it. Oh no. It's a puzzle, probably based on that clock in the other building. All right. All right, so this thing is at 3 o'clock. Oh, it's changing the layout, is it? Okay, that's 3 o'clock. Okay. Now we have this one that I can't get into. Okay. What's up, Ghost? Oh, hello. You're not alone in this place. Something, haha. Oh my god. Wait, I don't sound like that. I can see everything. You can see everything. What do you mean? In the portal. Huh? In the portal, I can see everything that ever was and ever will be. Everything that is to be known in our world, in this one, and all the worlds in between. Oh. He's saying that in the portal he can see everything that was there. You bastards, fucking translating it for me. Well, let's take a look at that. Oh. According to the floating man, all worldly knowledge is contained in this swirling, convulsing starfield, a kind of super-terrestrial library. We look inside. Your eyes bend to the writhing contours of the deep, black, and star-smeared tunnel, preparing nervously to receive the sum of all human and extraterrestrial knowledge, 6 XP. In the tunnel's right center, you see a field and a cow suckling a puffin. The farmer is watching. What? Anything else? Doesn't seem like it. It's alright, I wasn't hoping to find all world knowledge. No, wait, let me do that again. There was nothing worth looking for in there. The floating man does not even react to your presence. The portal affords him a window into a curious world that commands his complete attention. I don't think that portal contains the sum of all worldly knowledge. I think it's just letting you look at a farm where a cow's nursing a puffin, and there's a farmer standing nearby and watching. That's all that's happening. He blinks backwards. Really enjoying that, huh? Can't leave. Can't leave, why not? Midnight Man. You can't leave because of the Midnight Man. Yes. Alright. Come back here, you little shit. Let me beat the hell out of you. Oh my god. I'm gonna just keep chasing you. Still weird. Skin concerns you greatly. That is, yeah, I think a healthy reaction. The Kingdom of Loathing writers are something magical. They've always been just absolutely crazed. I honestly don't know what you want from me, game. Is the little bastard still around? No. Oh, yes. Oh, here we go. Where'd he go, though? Is he in here? No. Wait a minute, we can fish. Fish in a sack. Fish in a sack. More fish in a sack. Wow, 9 meat. That's like, you know, a tenth of any fight that we do. Maybe we have to chase the little bugger into the house. Over here? I'll go over there. The sneaky little devil prances about like a jester given free rein at court. This must be the Midnight Man. Whatever mischief is transpiring in this realm, you sense he is the lord of it. Hey, let that man in the portal leave this place. Whew, is that a yes? He. Surely there's something you'll want in exchange for freeing that man. Who? And don't call me Shirley. Oh, is this funny to you? Who? My sense of humor is deliciously twisted. I don't know what you want, I'm stuck. Nobody gets out. The tree is here, but none of the other junk the Gatorman gathered. No, I want to talk to this guy. Hey. He won't even look at you. He's obsessed with whatever's going on in the portal. I don't know what the game wants from me right now. What's this thing? Like, I'm curious what this is. This feels like it's something that is involved. All right, I guess let's try fighting some Gatormen in here. That's a hell of a fight. Holy hell. Okay. Sprays my entire party with nasty mushroom barf. I don't like that. Okay. Well, you need to die. The AoE damage in this party is just so good. Alright, 18 XP, 75 meat, a gator stick, and 2 nasty patries. Ooh. 15 stench damage each, not bad. And some more swamp mushrooms. Let's do the other group. Why are you beating on my turtle, you jerks? Okay. I'm gonna do basically the exact same thing. Okay, and then we murder this guy so that he doesn't deal 41 damage to someone. And this thing's just poisoning itself to death, eating poisonous mushrooms. All right, 141 meat, more nasty pastries, gator stick, and another mushroom. Hell yeah. Alright, you're chill. You're just sitting over there vibing. Alright, so what if I change the time over here? Oh, okay, this is new. Gator Village. It's pretty easy to make this song creepy by playing it in a disturbing context, but they really outdid themselves here. This building is way larger than it looks from the outside, and it's absolutely full of sleeping gator men. Oh, I assume this is just a grind fight area. Rude. Okay, none of these things are really a threat, so we'll just kill the one that's gonna heal itself. Alright, you have 7 hit points. Sadly we can't kill either of them, that's okay. Swell will kill them both. Yeah, this is just... Okay, well, hey, if we need to grind for meat, this is as good a place as any. I did not mean to go back in there. Okay. Alright, nothing noticeable with that one. Maybe we have to chase him into that room at midnight? Good old airplane joke and gator meat? Yeah. Yeah. Gator is delicious, actually. What if? Okay, so there's nowhere for him to escape to right now. Let's see if chasing him now does anything. I think I've tried this already. I think this was the first time we fought him. Or found him, I should say. Yeah. Alright, so let's try chasing him into that southern chamber. I think that does it. Yeah. Nothing. Okay. Oh, I didn't even notice. This opens a portal in this tree. Shit. Grandfather's chair. All right, so here's all the grandfather stuff. Okay. So what if I chase him in here? Little creature's giving you the slip. No sign of it in this world. Hmm. Yeah, I want to try this building over here again. Because we haven't tried it since we cleared it out. Hey, Destructo, welcome on in. Hope you're doing okay. Want an x-ray of your wrist again to double check it's not broken. I hope it is not broken. Truly. Alright, you little bastard. Oh, his eyes are twinkling. He dares you to challenge him. What if I, like, chase him in here? And then just change it. Nope. He is gone, though. Oh, I think I see what I have to do. I think I know what I have to do. All right, we've got to trap him in here. Rest well, Val. I hope you had a good time hanging out, and I will get you around. Oh, can I not open this? Oh, here we go. There we go. So let's go see if he is in his side room. No. Need a black item on the black floor. Oh god, that would be such a dungeon master thing to do. Aw. No. I hate everything. So if I chase him left? No. Okay. Swell is like dancing around on the shadow planes, and I am very confused by what's probably a simple puzzle. What if I chase him in here? No. I feel like I've chased this little shit into everywhere that we can chase it into. Except for maybe this house here. I do want to check something. Okay, yeah, we can't get into this house, I don't think. Oh, a boulder blocks the entrance. We push it, because we're a strong boy.
We have purposely trained him wrong.
This
as
is
a
just
joke.
an alternate way to get in here. So this is a Wendy's. Yeah, like, what the fuck? I mean, this place isn't necessary, so I guess I'm just gonna leave it for the time being. I'm confused. My brain hurts. A whistling man paddles a canoe through 2 inches of swamp water. He hits a rock and capsizes. In the valley... excuse me. Oh, nice stretch there. In the very shallow slime, he thrashes and splashes, screaming about gators. Might need a quest item? Maybe.
Actually feels like...
Maybe. It's 2 inches of water. He'll be fine. Door's padlocked. Oh, looks like this car was left to rot. Unfortunately, it has yet rotted enough for you to get past the door, but we can jimmy it open with a wire coat hanger. You unlock the door, destroying the hanger in the process. You search the car. It's empty except for the glove box, which turns out to actually be a key box. The key inside is not the key to this car, and if you have a sense of humor like mine, you'll agree that this is a real shame. It boggles the mind how unmoored you'd have to be to build a manor in this defenseless place, though you'd have to admire the resources they marshaled to do it. Alright, we got one of the padlocks. One of 11. There's another one. Some say that the most powerful tool is a padlock. It's really more the opposite of a tool, though, because it obstructs rather than facilitates what you're trying to do. These cinder blocks are totally waterlogged. Oh, that's not good. One of the cinder blocks was standing way too close to the others. You explain personal boundaries to it and perform a quick procedure to make it a little less creepy. Workbench covered with tools all rusted past the point of usefulness, even its bludgeons. Old Dolphin never got sick of tires. What? Oh, I get it. Sick and tired. Oh, I hate this game. Another one of those Gatorman campsites. Maybe the one who kidnapped Charles came this way? We investigate. This campsite is similar to the previous one. A lot of Gatorman tracks and a lot of discarded trash. These Gatormen sure are slobs. You also find a 15/16 inch combination wrench labeled CW. Looks like you're on the right track at least. The front door of Dolphin Manor is unlocked. Apparently Mr. Dolphin's love of padlocks was unrelated to basic home security. Bensworth Dolphin died of natural causes. Goldilocks Dolphin. Hortense Dolphin. Mopey Dolphin. Calpurnia Dolphin. Alright. The bathtub is full of hot, steaming blood. Ooh. Oh wait, no, the red is just light coming through a stained glass rose hanging in the bathroom window. It doesn't really explain why the water is still hot, though. Well, we fish regardless. You managed to reel something in. We got a glob of wet hair. Handful of clean water. Glob of wet hair. All right. This medicine cabinet is securely locked. Maybe it's full of deadly poisons. The dolphins use one toilet at a time, just like the rest of us. We flush it. Doesn't work. Maybe something's wrong in the tank. We check it out. We got a wet padlock key. All right. We unlock the door. That's another padlock. Oh, this place is large. And well padlocked, by the look of things. Nothing's hiding under the bed except dust. The shelf full of books about sports. The titles are too boring for even me to tell you what they are. Wardrobes were very important in old houses like this. They didn't have built-in closets to keep skeletons out. Let's look inside. You relieve the furniture of its contents, none of which are skeletal unless you count the coat hanger. Work pants, and another wire coat hanger. A comfortable-looking bed, free of bloodstains or vaguely person-shaped lumps under the blanket. What about the pillow? Oh, another padlock key. The nightstand has one empty drawer and one locked drawer. An eerie, ghostly sound is coming from inside. The toy box is disappointingly empty, not even a BB gun or creepy doll. Maybe the doll's hiding somewhere else. Guess they're padding content. See, I could totally see them making that joke. We built a house and it sank into a swamp. We built a second house, it burned down and sank into a swamp. But the third house, it stood. I see you, Silvernail. I see what you're doing there. There's a little jewelry box on this table. Open it. It contains, to your non-surprise, jewelry. Perfectly normal jewelry. A amethyst earring. 2 gems dragged from the earth of the old world on silver posts mined from the depths of the new. It's like the jewelry equivalent of pizza. Pourquoi earrings, plus 30% meat drops and a white hot ring. When you apply on fire, apply 1 extra. Wait. I need to equip this and I need to immediately leave and go test it. Cause our fire spell, it applies fire 5 times. Does this like legitimately double our damage? I just need a fight. Found some food, a shadow hot dog, all right. Yeah, that's what I'm curious about, if it's 5 plus 1 or if it's 5 times 2. Because if it's 5 times 2, that is incredible. Oh my god, it is 5 times 2. Oh, well, I'm sorry, party members, but the AoE healing is done now. That is absolutely silly. And then the fire is gonna grow because fire damage builds every turn. I think it just stacks by 1 additional. We can only cast that spell once per combat though, so it's not like I'm gonna be able to throw out 10 per round, which would be just absolutely nuts in the best of ways. So much cheese, hell yeah. It's what I'm here for. Take it easy, Kibbits. Thanks for swinging by. Rest well. All right, well, we finally got a new ring though. That's cool. That's exciting. Oh, you briefly lose track of where you're going because all these big wet trees look the same. You stumble across a ramshackle dwelling bearing the unmistakable aroma of illicit distillation. A moonfiner's shack. We'll deal with that later. I want to finish this place first. I don't think we actually cleared out the first floor of this place. The basement of the swamp is predictably completely flooded. You'll need some kind of breathing apparatus if you want to go down there. Fancy serving cart. It's one of those serving carts they use in posh hotels and posh manor houses, apparently, with a big silver platter covered with a dome-shaped lid. Just the right size to hide a severed head, or a roast of some kind. What's under the dome? You cautiously reach out and grip the handle and then take a deep breath. Slowly you lift the lid, tilting your head to peek underneath. Oh, it's empty. Enough fine china to feed an army, if only you could get past the padlock, and if you were in command of the world's hoity-toityest military. Clean and well-lighted corner. We found the kitchen, chat. The humidity has turned most of these dry goods into stale goods, but is there anything good left? Almost nothing has escaped the moisture. Almost. A can of fruit cocktail. The classic. Breakfast has not been served. One of the old fridges that people sometimes get locked into accidentally and asphyxiated. Oh wait, that's still all fridges these days. Maybe that's why it's padlocked. Oven is full of gross, steamy swamp worms. Alright, it's Pepperidge's father's house. There are many drawers. We rifle through them. Lots of stuff in here. A dire corn holder. Alright, 6+ muscle damage and heals you for 3. That's pretty good. A paper clip. Stench armor. That's actually quite useful. A fuse. Oh, and one of the padlocks. Okay, cool. Now about that fishing, what about the sink? Sack of fish. More sack of fish. Yet more sack of fish. Okay. Well, I'm all but certain that's the first floor done. Wait a minute. Can I open this now? Nope. Did I ever search down here? The couch faces the wall. It must have been the Dauphin family's punishment couch. Okay. Who remembers the contents of these drawers? Pepperidge Farm remembers. No, it's unclear if Alphonse is scowling out. Some dirt in the planter where presumably a plant in a planter once stood. Okay, so we can't get into any of this. What, Do I not have any more keys? I have a bank key. But I guess that's it. Shit. Alright, Alright. So we need a breathing apparatus for the basement. Did I see a knot hole in a tree? I did. The tree has a hole in it. Conveniently, the hole is slightly larger than your hand. Honestly, for what's ostensibly a horror game, we've had way too few opportunities for you to stick your hand into suspiciously dark holes we reach in. You reach inside the hole and it's damp and ominous, and then, you find a key. Sorry, that scream wasn't really justified. Okay. Can I open this? No. 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 Was there... Fridge? Aha, we unlocked the fridge. The fridge is empty of both expired food and expired hide-and-seekers. You do find a key inexplicably frozen into a block of ice, though. You can't tell if this was done as a prank or by somebody trying to break the habit of fidgeting with their keys. Okay. We dropped the frozen key in. Alright, so now we have a cold frozen key. We unlocked the poison thing. Another padlock, mercury eye drops, and Bertworth's finest tooth wax. Ice looking key. Terrible. Flush the toilet. Speaking of which, we have 128 experience. Books. What do we got? So the mutton is just all a bunch of, meat drops. We can upgrade Chet armor. Upgrade Fondue Deluge. That's an extra 2 points of damage because it'll do another stack of fire. I think I'm gonna upgrade Fondue Deluge. Can we actually learn this too? No, we're 7 XP short from extra meaty goodness. How did I not search this nightstand? A match, a fuse, and another disappointing key. I really like the music in this area. Like, this is a good track. The workbench is strewn with bits and gizmos and bits of gizmos. Amongst all that, you find what looks like a miniature radio card from Driftwood. It's mine now. A radio small enough to carry, amazing. If you listen to it periodically, it'll warn you about nearby monsters that are actually manifestations of your repressed traumas. Or maybe it'll just give you the baseball scores. All right. Lots of boxes, none of them say padlocks on them, and you're not motivated to search them otherwise. Who knows what grisly things you might find. All right, let's listen to the radio. You hold the radio up to your ear. You hear a little girl's voices shouting, "Mom, Mom, a terrible ghoul stole the key to my nightstand." A woman replies, "Now, dear, don't call your brother Ralphie a terrible ghoul. He probably hid it in the potted plant in the hallway like he always does." All right, another key. There's a creepy music box inside the drawer. An offhand item that deals your moxie and spooky damage to all enemies. Well, I mean... Okay. I'll take more AoE. Because that'll be 6 damage. On top of the alligator's 6, that's 12. And then, you know, with us having 5 AP worth of cheese, that's another 15. That's a lot of damage going out there. Almost 30 damage around to everything. Right. Who stole the nightstand? Who stole my golden arm? Then a boy's voice says, "Oh, come on, sis, don't you know any other ghost stories? That's the only one you ever tell." What's the attic have to say? A boy's voice asks, "Gee, Pop, where'd you get all that treasure? Is it a cursed pirate horde stolen from the ruins of an ancient civilization?" "Ha ha! No, son, nothing like that. Just sound investments in perfectly normal and moral financial markets." His voices are so eerie. You hold the radio up to your ear. A man's voice scolds angrily. "For goodness sakes, Agnes, you're obsessed. Obsessed with taping things to the backs of paintings, just like your aunt, One-Eyed Calpurnia Dolphin. You'll probably die peacefully in your sleep, just like she did." All right. Things on the back of paintings, huh? Look behind it. All right, a sticky padlock key. Do we even have anything else that's still locked at this point, or is it all in the basement? Okay, that's like, I think there is... I think there's something in the garage. There we go. The tool chest contains 1 tool and 1 key, which I guess also counts as a tool, albeit an extremely specific one. So 2 tools it is then. You get a handsaw, which causes bleed. That could be good. And a rusty key. You open the cabinet door and examine the stacks of fine bone china. Wait. Bone china? Perhaps human bone china? Oh, no, the brand mark on the bottom is a pretty well-known company, so probably not. Anyway, you find a really fancy hat, a fine china helm, plus 4 magical weapon damage. Ooh. That would be great if I hadn't just absolutely buffed our current helm to absolute shit. And I mean, well... we'd lose some hit points and a point of muscle. Yeah, I'm actually, we're gonna use this and we'll just crank it up. There. Now the only difference between this and the fedora is some hit points, and I'd rather just deal the damage. Although it does look silly And given that this game is so serious, I don't know that I necessarily want to keep this on. Friend a couple of days ago gave you some Dark Sun PDF books to look and play through. You've been learning how to make a character the old 2E way as God intended. Yes. Hell yeah. Dark Sun is a ton of fun. Okay, we need one more padlock, which is the padlock in this room. No, not this room. It's the one on the hope chest. This one. All right, so let's go back down to the bottom floor and see if we can't find some information here to help us find it. Remember, Ralphie, you mustn't ever open the door to strangers. A boy's voice replies, okay, Mom, because it might be a kidnapper or a murderer, right? Oh, I'm sure that would never happen, but it may be a vacuum cleaner salesman, and we already have one. Man's voice says, Ralphie, why on earth do you keep flushing the fish zester down the commode? Have you been possessed by some otherworldly or demonic force? No, Dad, I just thought it would be a funny place to hide it. Okay. A fish zester. A woman's voice says, please be careful around the kitchen knives, Rebecca. They're very sharp. I keep them that way because it's counterintuitive though it may be. Dull knives cause more accidents. Yes, Mother, I understand, a little girl's voice replies. Okay. A woman's voice says, Clarence, I'm so grateful that our family has never suffered from supernatural curses, serial murder, demonic corruption, or plague. I agree, dear. We certainly have been fortunate, and doubtless will remain so. A woman's voice gaps, oh my, Clarence, why are you lying on the floor under your workbench? Are you all right? Were you attacked by a burglar or an axe murderer? Calm down, Agnes. I'm fine. I'm just practicing changing the oil in our car. Oh my. You rolled stats in order. Holy shit. Nice. Is this the bench that woman on the radio was talking about? Let's check under it. Ah, the last key. And 11 in 1 oil. Dang. Wrong room. There's a veil in here, and beyond the veil, nothing. A perfumed wedding veil. +1 Moxie, +3 stench armor. Alright, well, we got all 11 padlocks, though. Alright. To the big box car. All of a sudden you hear a Gator Man screaming wildly to your left. Ah! And then just suddenly another Gator Man starts screaming to your right. What the? You hear an angry snarl behind you and turn around. Another Gator Man! Oh yes! And then you hear someone say, behind you, so you turn around again. There's another Gator Man! You're surrounded. Well, crap. We fight them. More stench armor, yes. That's actually kind of nice, if I'm being honest. Alright. Let's spread some fuego. Let's spread some sleaze. Alright, now let's kick the shit out of somebody. See, that's a self-heal. Stench damage. Intends to heal. Intends to heal. Let's try killing this guy. Yeah, second edition has a bunch of different stat rolling methods in it. Even first edition actually does, and I know like Gary Gygax famously did not actually use 3d6 down the line in his games. I want to say the recommended stat generation method for first edition specifically is actually 4d6 drop lowest. Gatorman skin pants. Ugh.